Hello, this is William Bowman, and I'm recording this video for David over at D&T Tree Services. Thank you so much, David, for allowing me to record this video for you. So, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to explain exactly what I found on your website, and I want to show you exactly what you can change in order to get some better results and more volume of traffic coming here. In order to do that, I want to explain some things so that you have an understanding of how to implement the changes and be able to tell when those changes are actually working. Because, honestly, that's what we're after here, right, is results. So I'm going to be covering the volume of clients looking for your services in your specific area, what your top online competitor is doing to win that volume, and the things that you can do this exact moment on your site to start winning those clients in the future. So starting out, I really love the Woody Woodpecker picture here. And I like the fact that you have, pictures and everything like that. I'm not going to try and jump into the design of your website by any means. I think it's a fine website. Ultimately, the whole point of the website is to get clients to call you and to ask for your services, right? And you show them what you can do. The biggest thing that I would only recommend for this is more content. And there's a specific reason for that, that I'm going to get into. The reason why you want more content, and you want anywhere between 1,000 to 1,500 words on your front page, or any page that you plan on ranking in Google, and that's so that you can fit more keywords in there naturally to where it's not stuffed and it doesn't feel forced. But let's talk about what a keyword is. So a keyword is just simply what you would throw into Google in order to find a service or product. So this is something, tree service, Tyler, Texas. I'm going to throw that in. I'm also going to show you later on how many people actually search that a month in your area. And I'm going to go into your competitor site and show you kind of what they're doing. So when we search this, first thing we're going to see is an ad. And then we're going to see another ad. I'm kind of glad that I don't see you up here. The reason being is because these can get pretty expensive to run, and a lot of people will actually just scroll right past the ads. It doesn't have a really high click rate percentage in your industry. So now when we come over here the next portion, this actually is a great portion for you. And if you don't have this set up, this is my second piece of advice to you. And that is to go and get yourself set up on what this is called is the Google Map Pack. So in order to get your company on this, all you have to do is you have to go to Google My Business. Some people call it GMB. And you basically fill out your company information, address, and all of that. And it allows you a free place to get reviews. You can put a link to your website. This will actually help your website get ranked as well. So I definitely recommend doing this if you don't have it, because a lot of people will actually use this to find a business. But the next area, this is what we call the organic search area. And this is primarily just based off of these words that we threw in. And this is the top competitor for you and your service right now. That's digital. So when we look over here, we're seeing their website. I'm not going to jump into their website. The only thing I want to make note of is that they have some content here. They have keywords, tree trimming, tree removal, stump grinding, stump removal. They have keywords in there, and they have different pages. And the other pages you want to have, 300 to 400, maybe 500 words on these other pages, because they can actually kind of lend some strength to this front page. But let's look under the hood and see what they're doing right and what kind of volume they're getting, right? So when we look, immediately, we're seeing they're getting about 99 to 100 people every single month that are coming organically to their website. They're finding them through Google, not through Yelp, not through Angie's List, but finding them through Google organically, searching for like a service and then coming upon them. So let's talk about what they're doing right so that maybe we can replicate that for your site. It'll give you some tips on what you can do for your site to win right now. So if we look here, we're going to see a UR and a DR. So both of these numbers are from a 0 to 100 scale. The UR is kind of like the trustability of the URL, and the DR is kind of like the power or the reputation of the site. So the DR, extremely low, that's not a huge indicator of ranking, but it's kind of surprising to see a DR that's this low on the front page, especially in position 1. So this is easily beatable. Then you see a UR of 19. This is about average for what I would see for a first spot UR. This is our URL rating for a first rank. So that's not a bad score there. Typically for this first rank, it'd probably be anywhere between 20 to 30. Now, if we look at backlinks here, backlinks, let me explain what those are. So backlinks, imagine if I'm like writing a blog and then I say, hey, you know, D&T tree services, they're the best in town, go use them. And then I put a link to your site from that blog. That's an example of a backlink. So that link that goes from one website to your website is a backlink. So it looks like they have about 46 backlinks from 19 different sites. Now, I do want to emphasize that backlinks, it's not about the number of backlinks. You want to focus on quality of backlinks. I've seen 5 or 6 backlinks beat 100 to 200 poorly made backlinks. So definitely quality over quantity. So, but let's look at what's giving them this organic traffic. What keywords are they throwing into their content pages, you know, on the front page or on the side pages to bring them that traffic? So if we look here, we're going to see this is the exact keyword. And then this is the volume on average per month that's searching for this keyword. And this is their position over here. So if you look, you know, 200 for tree service Tyler, Texas, tree removal Tyler, Texas 70, tree trimming Tyler, Texas 40, you know, their name is 30. I don't want to emphasize names too much. I mean, it's good to be ranked number 1 for your own name, but like usually if somebody throws in your name into Google, they already know what business they're planning on utilizing. I like my clients to usually, they need to focus on these guys that will bring them new business. And even, you know, removing the Texas would bring you a different amount of volume because that's a different keyword. So it's very important to be specific. But let's kind of see, now that we've seen some of the keywords that are working and kind of what ranks and kind of what DR and UR we're dealing with, let's talk about your site. Let's jump into the under the hood for yours. So if we pop over here, I'm sure the very first thing you're going to notice is this DR of 92. There's a specific reason for that. You created a Google site powered by Google, and you still have it registered as kind of like this business site, so you haven't changed the URL to be something like thebusinessname.com. So what this tool is picking up is this tool is thinking, oh, you're basically Google. So that's not necessarily accurate. That's not how the Google algorithm is actually going to rank you either. The Google algorithm is going to look and treat your site's reputation like it would treat any other site's reputation. It's going to look at, you know, what kind of backlinks do you guys have? You know, what other sites are referring to you, and what kind of keywords do you have? And that's why, even though this DR is really destroying their DR here, it's because of the classification of this URL and the fact that it's a Google site, you know, but that's actually, it's almost kind of like a misleading number. And then your UR though, UR 13, that's also pretty much given to any brand new Google site. This is also needing to be kind of worked on, right? Because these two numbers are really probably more like, as per the Google search algorithm, a lot lower. So that's why you're getting 0 people coming every single month. So my 3 things to recommend for you. Number 1, content. Go ahead and get 1,000 to 1,500 words, even if it's just on the front page. Maybe not worry about side pages right now. When you get a chance, create those side pages and definitely put some words on there as well. But get more keywords. You know, you need to sprinkle those keywords 5 or 6 times throughout those pages so that you can start ranking for them. Then go out and get some quality backlinks. You know, go to some blogs or some industry sites, maybe award sites or something like that. See if you qualify for an award. Get a backlink on there. Start creating some. I honestly think that when we're looking at their backlinks, you won't have to go so much into depth. Looks like they have 20. Actually, they have some pretty good follow backlinks. So definitely start ramping up your backlinks. If you don't have, so content, backlinks, and if you don't have this Google Map Pack, definitely go and grab that. So I don't want to take up too much more of your time. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it's given you some good information and some good ways to start ranking your site. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. And I would also love to hear some kind of feedback. You know, was this information useful? Do you have questions? Is there anything else that you wanted me to cover? But thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.